Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. Hope everybody's doing well on this day, the last day of July 31st, 2021. Alright, let's get into this real quick, alright? I want to go through a few things. First of all, the stuff that's been going around all over the place. Okay, everybody's been talking about how the drama that's been going on in Disney with Scarlett Johansson suing about the money she should have been making because of Black Widow, because they put it straight to streaming and back and forth. And well, look, I really don't really care, when it comes to rich people trying to get more money, but you got to look at it in certain aspects. Okay, the aspect is that all right, if you work and they promise you, okay, look, you're gonna be doing this, it's guaranteed. You're gonna, it's a guaranteed work that's you're gonna receive X amount of money. All right, let's just say $100,000. You're gonna get $100,000 guaranteed, because whatever you're doing there is gonna be guaranteed. That's gonna come in. All of a sudden, they make changes in the plans and they cut it down. It doesn't guarantee that $100,000 because of whatever X amount of numbers it was supposed to have, and now you get nothing. Right in the middle. I mean, look, we're not dumb. We know there was a pandemic. We know that, there was a lot of changes here and there, and people got to be a little bit more sympathetic and so on and so forth. But there was a lot. That movie was pushed enough, right? It was pushed. And look, again, it's a prequel. So it's not like it's something that has to be super brand new. You could have did whatever you wanted with that. I mean, I guess, the whole timeline thing, but that end credit scene, you could have did anything with that, okay? So when we got back to a better state with movie theaters, and even though Disney was on something where they wanted to try and make more money through their streaming, look, if that's the case, you didn't have to do simultaneous viewing. You could have give the theaters at least a month. Give them that full month of release, just to theaters, at least worldwide, one straight month. Let them, make that money, let that accumulate. Because let's just be honest. Most blockbusters, if they're not high level blockbusters like Endgame, for instance, most of the time, certain blockbusters will last at least a whole month in the theater, right? Until the next big movie comes in, and pretty much it starts to dwindle down. So let's look at how it would have went. You had early July was the release of Black Widow, right? You had all of July. You could have left Black Widow in the theater by itself. Let it make all that revenue that it had in the theater, right? Right in the beginning of August, come next week on the 7th, Suicide Squad's gonna come out. Okay, so that's gonna be the next big movie that people are gonna go to the theater to watch. Or I know Warner Brothers is doing something different, but whatever. I'm just giving an example. And then right at that point, you could have maybe give it one more week and then set a date, put it on Disney Plus, because you're basically gonna be showing it early on streaming, Blu-ray, whatever you're doing. You could have then some type of access where maybe you don't even have to charge third. You could charge an extra $10, $15, and people would pay. I think people would pay, especially some people who maybe didn't want to go to the theater or whatever the case may be. People would pay, and then, the theaters make their money. Everybody involved will make their money, and it's not a big fucking deal, But hey, that's Disney was just trying to get greedy with their streaming, and this is what it is. And look, it'll turn out the way it's going to turn out. Whatever. I have no love for any of any of those people like that. But whatever. I know, and I heard that Emma Stone is going to see how this plays out, because I think she's going to try to sue them too for Cruella. But oh well. All right, next, we got Kevin Smith. What else is there to talk about? All right, nothing more to talk about Kevin Smith. Only you could, you could stop the bullshit, and you could just, say to yourself and just look inside yourself for what you was and say, damn, I fucked up. And I think me as a fan, I would appreciate you coming out straight and just admitting to it, which you won't. because you're trying to get yourself in there with all the elites and stuff like that, and you're trying to, you've been trying to do that for a while, I suppose. But I got nothing more to say. Not more to say to you right now with that. So we're just gonna let that shit fire continue to smoke and see where it goes when you decide to do the second part. Mark my words, that second part of Masters of the Universe will be a Rise of Skywalker. Mark my words. Okay. All right. I'm gonna, this is gonna be a shorter video than I do as usual, but I wanted to get something out of the way. I haven't even got a chance to go to the comic book shop to get my haul of the week, but I wanted to bring something to light. I finally got to finish reading two comic books that was thrown in my bag by Paul at the Spider's Web, and I have to say, very impressed. And I want to make it clear from these two titles. I did do a show of for my haul, and I forgot to read them. These two titles is exactly how you make new, diverse characters. Okay, no swapping of anything. Everything is on point with this, and I'm gonna just show you the covers, especially the first one here. Okay, Shadow Man. All right, on Valiant Comics. Okay, Shadow Man. Right now, I'll read. So you can put on my grandpa shade, so you get an understanding of it. Okay, Shadow Man. A musician from New Orleans, Jack Boniface is a Shadow Man. With the help of the Shadow Lua, an immensely powerful voodoo spirit passed down through his lineage, Shadow Man is one of few who can protect the earth from the demons of the dead side. Although the Shadow Lua was gifted him with incredible supernatural abilities, his powers come with a responsibility that's more than he bargained for. Okay? Now, what was wrong with that? And look, you got you got a brand new created black character, and it has a great story of what was going on in Louisiana with voodoo, and the character is great. I read this first issue, and I'll show you a panel here. The Shadow Man with fighting a demon. How everything transpires because of that demon, it's fantastic. I love this freaking. I already called Paul. I told him I want this on my pull list. It is fantastic, and this right here just tells me that there is hope. There's hope that there are going to be more creators creating new diverse characters. Black, Hispanic, Asian, all ethnicities. Make them new. You don't need to go and make Batgirl Hispanic. No, you do not need to make Kal-El black. No, you do not need to make Tony Stark Asian. You don't need to do none of that. You don't need to do none of that. You don't need to take something that was already done and flip it and switch it and do all that. You don't need to do that. This stuff right here is where it's at. I would hope that they will go and make a TV show out of this or something, because it's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna get to the next comic that I'm interested in, and right here, okay, it's that was from Valiant Comics, Shadow Man. Okay, give that a look. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. Then we got Boom. All right, Dark Blood. I got to read this. This was a fantastic, another fantastic book. Basically everything in here is just giving you an introduction, I guess, of the character. Basically, his name is Aldrich. That's all I got right now, because everything's still like it's an introduction. Shows him in World War II, right? And I guess just to be I guess just an idea of what's going on with him. He was a Tuskegee Airman. He fought in World War II. Fast forward just about 10 years. I guess he's going through something. I guess something that happened in the war that's within him. And, he runs into some guy in an alleyway, threatens him, calls him all sorts of racial slurs, and basically told him, I don't want to hurt you. So the guy's threatening him, and Turns out my man has himself some type of, telekinetic powers. And, we get this first issue is basically a glimpse, and you read through it, you want to know more, and that's where they get you, and then you're like, damn, I need number 2 to come out already, because it goes back and forth with him, what happened to him in World War II, and then at the last issue is him, the last panel is him waking up, and you see something on his back, which they kept calling, what was it again? The variance. I guess that must be the power he must have, but again, diverse, new black comic book character. Let's get that going, okay? All right. I can't wait, and I'm very excited about them. So look, that's all I got right now. I'm gonna try to see if I pass by the shop today to go pick up my haul. I'll see if I get a chance later, and I'll try to give you guys an update. But hey, all the stuff that's going on in Hollywood right now. Hey, look, that's my thing with Hollywood. I said it. Look, I'm a big movie theater fan. I don't mind going to the theater. I enjoy going to the theater. And, I hope that the theaters get back on track. And if Hollywood wants to make their money off streaming, make your money off streaming. There's no problem with that. But, why don't you give it a time frame? Give it a nice time frame where then, everybody's happy. Okay? But we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Well, look, that's it for now. This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. All right? Leave me a like and subscribe. And also, if anybody wants to get involved with the, trying to get some of the merch, I'll leave everything in the description. Just get in contact with me and we'll see where we go from there, all right? Okay, 100, 500, 1,000 subscribers will get a free shirt. And I want to keep that going. All right, guys? All right, take care. And may the force be with you.